what I love about this orchestra is the passion of the musicians, it's the quality of the musicians, and it is the adventurousness of the entire organization. This entire organization is built upon the idea to stretch what we think a classical concert is about and what classical music organizations ought to be doing in terms of format, in terms of programming, and really kind of bring musical entertainment to a whole new level and kind of forging a new path in what classical music can be in the future. I think what I do as a conductor is to make people play better than they usually would, because they're all really good musicians and they all know the piece well and they know each other well, but they also have each a different opinion about the piece, or a slightly different opinion about the piece, about the tempo, about dynamics, about the sound, about the style. And that's what makes music, I think, so interesting, is you cannot predict where it's going. You have a map, you have a road map, but where you actually end up, you don't know. And that is the beauty of live performance. Recordings are always the same. Live performances are always different. The main advantage of being a chamber orchestra is that you are small. You know, chamber music where you have only 5 people, but you have basically what we call a Beethoven-sized orchestra, 40, 45 people. When you have an orchestra of that size, each individual counts. The Cincinnati Chamber Orchestra has a very specific role that it can play in Cincinnati. We have established ourselves as kind of the summer entertainment, the fun summer entertainment. And what that does to us is that it brings a certain music festival atmosphere to our players as well, which is a very joyful, very passionate, kind of a summer-like atmosphere. It's not your regular season, which runs usually from September through June. What I love about the chamber crawls is that they are at all funky locations, like where classical music organization doesn't belong naturally. And so what that does is that it kind of makes classical music cool. It makes us being creative. It forces us being creative. And the chamber crawls are curated by the musicians themselves. So there's a lot of buy-in there because it's their own responsibility. They put it all together. They rehearse by themselves. And then they also present it. And because they are in these funky locations, I think we reach out to a lot of people for whom this is the first encounter with classical music. And they think, oh, that's pretty cool, that's funky, and I can have my beer, I can have my wine, and so kind of really relaxed. And that's, I think, what we're trying to do, is to really rip off the wig off classical music, because that's basically what it all is. Everybody has a concept about what classical music is, and we want to prove there's more to that. Our little afternoon music series takes also place in unusual spaces. And they take place on Sunday afternoons for people who don't want to necessarily go out on Saturday evenings. This is again another opportunity to witness and experience music up close, where you sit so close to the musicians and you can actually see them sweat and see them communicate with each other, because as all chamber music is like, is everything is done via eye contact and how you feel and how the energy is produced. And you can also experience the guest artist who had played the night before. Might be a violin soloist or a pianist. So again, you can see a world-class artist up close. I'm very excited to be in Cincinnati and to be able to conduct this wonderful orchestra. And I would like to invite you to join us and listen to the sound of summer in Cincinnati.